Another battle of the portal wars. This one, an actual war between a few schools. The winner goes to UCLA. It's been a while since UCLA's landed like a really, really high recruit. Don't recall them ever really doing that. But Donovan Dent, just like Bennett Sturtz, top 5 transfer in the cycle. He's incredible. The shiftiest point guard in college basketball. Got a bag too, so he'll fit in nicely at UCLA. Like I said, he's from here. He's from Riverside, California. He played the same high school as Jared McCain. 4-star high schooler, but he didn't have a lot of high major offers, really. And he picked New Mexico to go to school. And that was a good choice. I think he fit well under Rick Pitino. And he kind of waited his turn behind guys like Jalen House, Jamal Mashburn. Waited his turn. Was Mountain West second team player last year. But he got his shot this year, and he didn't miss. Literally and figuratively. He shot almost 50% from the field goal, 40% from the three, which is a huge improvement. Dished out 6.4 assists, which was 12th in the nation, and shot well from the free throw line too, getting him the Mountain West Player of the Year for the 24-25 season. So 3 years in New Mexico. He's going to be a senior this year, going to play his final year. Well, who knows with eligibility these days, but in theory, his final year at UCLA. Probably got a little bit of a bag. He made it kind of clear in his statement that he was chasing that. So respect, pro bag chasing show. Let's dive into his accomplishments a little bit. It's mainly stuff from this year. He was on the all-tournament team. Fought hard in that tournament, lost in the Mountain West Conference. Also, an honorable mention All-American, voted by the AP. He was on our All-ZVJ first team. Donovan Dent is awesome. He rocks. He's amazing. He carried New Mexico. Even though he had kind of a bad game, he just looked like the best player on the floor in their first-round tournament game against Marquette. Got a guy with some NCAA tournament experience, 5-star transfer, A grade. Whenever you can get a guy with Donovan Dent's caliber, it doesn't matter how much money you shell out. You're probably going to get an A, especially because they don't really have a point guard anymore with Dylan Andrews and Sebastian Mack both out. But I will say, the one thing that is kind of limiting, like with Sturtz, the limit is how's he going to play at a high major level. I think both of these questions can be answered like, nah, it's no big deal. But Mick Cronin is an interesting coach. Being, the coach of my favorite team for a while, I know how he coaches point guards, and I'm reminded of the Tiger Campbell, the Troy Caupane, the Justin Jennifers. They're just, he likes gritty dudes, guys that like to grit and grind. He's more of a defensive-oriented coach than an offensive-oriented guy. And I'm not saying that Donovan Dent doesn't play defense, but he's not necessarily known as like a big-time defender. But maybe Mick can pull that out of him because he definitely has the athleticism to do so. Look for Donovan Dent to go crazy this year. I feel as if him and Sky Clark, if Sky Clark stays, are going to make a great backcourt on UCLA. And who knows, maybe if UCLA can pull a couple of bigs out of the portal, they can be really competitive in the Big Ten. My prediction is Donovan Dent is an all-first team Big Ten player, preseason and end of season. Very early grade, though.